Hi everybody and welcome to guitar lesson number 7. So in this lesson we are going to be learning string number 3 on the guitar, but we're only going to be doing a few songs today because I gave you loads in the last lesson to do, and the next lesson's a bit more complicated as well. So we're not going to do too much today because you might want to go back and re-look at some of the other exercises in those last lessons. So if we try and get our walking fingers going on string number 3 on the guitar, we can work out this is Easter Bunny Go. So we've got a G. Now we've already learned a G. We have learned G on string number 1, our 3rd finger. So if I play the G that we know in this G, can you see they sound very much the same? They're the same note. One's a high version and one is a lower version. So we've now got 2 of the same note, which means that if you're writing the notes on your music to help you out, which is fine, but again, you don't want to rely on it because now we've learnt 2G, so you won't know which one's which. You've got to make sure always you're learning to read where these are on the stave, okay? So let's do our walking fingers again on G. And we're only going to learn one more note on this string. We're going to learn an A. And that is our 2nd finger this time. So we're putting our 2nd finger into fret number 2. So we're skipping fret 1, which is actually G sharp, and then we're just going to A. So what I want you to do is try and remember that. If you go G, A, I'm just going to go as fast, a bit faster. So G, A, lots, sounds a bit like an ambulance. So you could think A for ambulance to remember that A. So see if you can just do G and A for a bit on the guitar to get used to those. If you need to pause these videos at any point just to practice what we're doing, that is brilliant. That is exactly what I want you to do. I'm not expecting anyone to keep up with me. It's just an instructional video that you can go back over, okay? So we've got our G, we've got our A, and then we're just going to play a song using the G and the A. So on the stave, our G is the 2nd line up, which is every good. And then the A is the 2nd space, which is our FA, our A of face. Okay, so we're getting quite low down the stave now. So our first song that we're just practicing those, instead of doing this semi-breve and then the minim and then the crotchet like last time, I've just written one song putting those all together. So if you do find it a bit tricky, please go backwards and have a look at the ones in the previous lesson, okay? So this one, we're starting on a G, so if it's on the line, it's a G. If it's in the space, it's an A. Much easier to read when you've only got 2 notes. So we've got G for 2, A for 2, G, G, A for 2, then G, A, G, A for 2, G for 2, then it goes A, rest. G, 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 rest. A for 2, G for 2, G, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'll go a little bit slower and I'll count them in the beat numbers rather than say the notes this time. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so see if you can make sure you're doing the correct counting. So if you're okay with the notes, maybe count the beat numbers. If you're okay with counting the beat numbers and you know what they all are, maybe say the notes. Okay, so you're trying to do the thing that you find the trickiest, so that's the part you're getting better at when you practice. Right, the next one, we're going straight up some of the notes on the guitars. It's called hills. So we're going from G, and let's just have a look at the notes on this one. So the 2nd line up is G, and then we're going up the alphabet. So we've got G, and then the next one is A, B, C, D, and they're backwards. C, B, A, G. So we're going up from G and backwards. So remember that G and A are next to each other when the notes look like a clock. And then the second line, we're doing the same thing, but we're starting a bit higher. We're starting from C. So we've got C, D, E, F, G, and then backwards, F, E, D, C. So you could do these ones 2 bars at a time. So you do the top line, and then you could do the next one, then you could put it together. But I will play it all the way through. So I'm starting on my new G. We've got G, A, B, C, and then D, C, B, A, G, 2, 3, 4. I'm already ready with my C, and we go C, D, E, F, G, F, E, D, C, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so try that one slowly and then see if you can speed it up. And then we're moving on to see if we can play all the notes on our guitar up and down. But what you might want to do is split this one in half and see how long it takes you to go up on like a timer, so it's kind of racing this one, and then see how long it takes you to go down, and then see how long it takes you to go up and down. So with this one, if you're playing it like a game and you're racing, you might want to get a little timer. So if I get my phone here, I've got a little stopwatch on my phone. So I'm going to show you what I want you to do on this one, and you have to say the note that you're playing. Okay, because most people just remember them with the finger pattern, but you also need to say what it is. So I'm going to start it, and then I'm going to play my first one, which is a G. So we're going to go G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay, I did that in about 5 seconds. So you could see how long it takes you to do those notes up. G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And then once you've got that, you can press go on your timer, and then you can go backwards. Much harder going backwards. Most people don't know the alphabet so well backwards, so that's something you could practice first. So we've got G, F, E, D, C, B, A, G. Okay, so that is probably going to take you quite a long time. Sometimes my students spend a week just practicing that up and down, okay? Which is fine, no problem if you just want to spend some time going up and down that one. And then you want to see if you can time it going all the way up. So I'll do a slower one, and then I'll do a quick one, okay? So I'm going to get my G ready, going to get my timer ready. Here we go. G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then backwards. F, E, D, C, B, A, G. Okay, that's about 13 seconds. If you need to do 2 G's at the top, when you get up there, F, G, and then kind of have a mental pause and then go backwards, G, F, that's absolutely fine, no problem. We're just trying to learn the sequence up and down, and we're trying to learn what the notes are, so we've got to say it, otherwise you're probably not learning what they are. And then you can see how fast you can go up and down. So I'm going to see if I can do a really speedy one. G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, F, E, D, C, B, A, G. Okay? So don't expect you to get it that fast, but you could see how speedy you can get it, always with walking fingers. Okay? Good luck with that one, and I will see you in the next lesson.